Hello everyone, welcome to this digital trend tour. I am Robin and in a bit you'll see Camilla as well. I'm going to tell you guys what we do. We are international lifestyle students and we study trends and we also do concept development. But right now we're going to do a little trend tour that we prepared for you guys. But before we do that, I'd like to tell you guys a little bit about what a trend is. A trend, it is a shift in values and a shift in needs. We see these back in products or services, and when we look at these products or services, we like to ask ourselves, why is this happening right now? What are the underlying values? And when we're doing this, we see in different products and different services that they are telling the same story, and when this happens, it becomes a trend. So we're going to start off with the trend Spice Up the Cleanup today. It is all about local initiatives to clean up the local area. While doing this, you're looking at hidden treasures. Hidden treasure, it is a wasteful material that normally people don't see the value in anymore. It cannot be reused, but during the making of these local initiatives, they are given a new purpose. After this, we're going to take a look at the second trend, which is called Peaceful Escape. Peaceful Escape, it is all about the stressful society we live in. We work long hours, we work long days, many days, and apart from our work, we are quite busy as well. So we are going to take a look at some examples from this trend about how we can escape from this stressful society and how we can get our rest, we can calm down, and after that we can be more productive. The last trend we're going to discuss today is isolating loneliness, and it is all about difficult situations people are in. This could be a disease, a disability, or losing a loved one. When something like this happens, you feel like you're all alone in the situation and you're disconnected from other people. So in this trend we see that people like to connect with other people in similar situations. We see that people want to connect with other people in general, and we see that people are integrated into society again and that they are not all by themselves and isolated. I hope everything is clear for you guys, and if that's true, we're going to go on to the first trend, Spice Up the Cleanup, and the first example of it. Come and follow me. Okay, so we have arrived at our first signal. You can see it is called Recabinet. It is designed by Jana Floor and Thomas Linze. And what it is a cabinet that they found in office buildings. They weren't being used anymore and they wanted to give it a new purpose. They are made of a beautiful material and they didn't want to let this go to waste. So they have refurbished it so that it can be used in all kind of places. It can be used in office buildings again, but also in your house. So why is this related to Spice Up the Cleanup? It is related to Spice Up the Cleanup because they are having a local initiative to clean up their local office buildings in this case, and they are using an unused material, the hidden treasures, and giving it a new purpose which before this it didn't really have anymore. I think we can move on to the second signal right now, can't we? So we're here at the second signal of the day, and it is called Urban Terrazzo, and is created by Luisa Rubisch and Raza Weber. What we are seeing here is again a local initiative. What they have done is they saw that there were a lot of abandoned houses in the local area, and they wanted to use the hidden treasures once again, which in this case are houses that are abandoned, and they are reusing the materials in a new way since before they weren't being used and they didn't have a purpose. So what you can see here is they make materials out of the demolished houses, and you can really see the locality back in it, because you can see the materials that it was made from. If there was brick in the house, you can see back in the material, and so on. This product relates to Spice Up the Cleanup because it's once again a local initiative and is giving purpose to a material that before this did not have a purpose and was not being used to its full extent. So we're going to move on to the third signal for today. So we're here at Blue Roof right now, which is quite funny because what they're eventually doing is making green roofs. What we are seeing here is they are using waste from sewage systems and they are turning it into green roofs. How they do this is instead of burning all the waste material, they are grinding it, they are cleaning it up, and they are making a substrate from it. And the substrate makes it possible for green roofs to grow, and yeah. So, what does it relate to Spice Up the Cleanup? Once again, they are on a local scale reusing wasteful material that people would not look back to and think, hey, we can reuse this, and they are turning it to something beautiful, which is a green roof. If this is again pretty clear, I think we can move on to the last signal for this first trend. So we're here at the very last signal for Spice Up the Cleanup, and what we have here is Tabaklab by Lisette Keizer. What Tabaklab is, it is a mobile lab which visits schools and high schools, and she turns cigarettes into an educative program. What she does, she has multiple courses where she uses the ash of the cigarettes and turns it into ink. She also stains textiles with the ash. And what this is for is to turn the cigarettes into a form of education. So how this relates to Spice Up the Cleanup. What we can see here is she's using a waste material, cigarettes, and she turns it into something that does have a purpose, which does have a value, and it is education. It may not be the first thing you think about because she's not turning it to an actual product, but what she does is she has the local initiative to clean up, and she creates something beautiful out of it, which is an educative program. Well, that was the first trend for today. So if everything is completely clear, I think we can move on to Peaceful Escape. So, we are here at Arend Lounge Escape Power Nap, and what this is, it is a mattress for your work environment, and the mattress itself, it has full body vibrations to calm your entire body down. It also has something on top so that you visually cannot see your work environment anymore, and you can also listen to music. Because of this, both your mind and your body can get some rest and can escape from the stressful society, and that is also why it relates to the trend Peaceful Escape, because this Arend Lounge Escape Power Nap offers people the ability to escape from their stressful society and disconnect from it. If everything is completely clear, I think my part of the tour is over, and I'm going to let Camilla talk a little bit more. Thank you so much for listening to me, and here she comes.
Hi everyone, I'm Camilla Rossi, and now I will take over the last part of the trend tour. If you want to follow me. So we are at our second signal of Peaceful Escape. She's Iris Muriel, who's the designer of Piece of Comfort. She studied that during this stressful society at work, you never take break, you always eat behind your desk. So she wanted to create this foldable bed that if you put it down, it works as a bed, but when you put it up, it saves space and you can use it whatever you want. So we think that this signal relates really with peaceful escape because you can anytime pull it down, lay down, and get all your thoughts out of your mind, so you can get out of this stressful society anytime you want during your work day. So now we can go to our third signal of peaceful escape. Here we are at our third signal of peaceful escape. This is Semnox, the pillow robot, which imitates regular breathing and helps you to escape and breathe regularly, because this stressful society can sometimes make you more anxious and anxieties. So this helps you to lay down, hold it like this, and if you put the hand like here, you can feel the breathing. We think that Semnox, the robot pillow, really fits with our trend peaceful escape because it makes you escape from the stressful society and makes you calm down physically but also mentally. So now we can go to our third trend and follow me. So, our third trend is isolating loneliness, which mainly focuses on people that are in bad situations, for example, disabilities or also diseases, or also they're far away to their parents or their lovers. This trend mainly focuses on connecting people that are isolated or lonely by connecting them with people in general, but also people that are related to them that have the same problem, or also people that are far away from each other. Here we are at our first signal of isolating loneliness, Sovatas, created by Job van Beer. It's a game mainly focusing on people with autism. They sometimes can find difficulties with daily conversation or daily actions. So with this game, they can practice, for example, talking with the postman, and they can get a reaction. If the reaction is positive, they get some points. If the reaction is less positive, they get less points. This game also helps the psychologists and the parents to see what are the reactions that the kid is having and help them to improve. We think that this game really relates with isolating loneliness because it gives the kids the feeling that they are not different from others. Now we can move on to our second signal of isolating loneliness. Okay, here we are at our second signal of isolating loneliness. This device, it's called Together. It was created by Bingjin Zhang Han, a Chinese designer who studied that mainly in China, parents have to work so many hours, they have to travel so much, and for this reason, kids needs the warmth of the parents, but they can't find it because they are far away. So these two devices, thanks to a wireless mode, they can work from far away from each other. So one device can be held by a kid and the other one can be held by the parent. So just by a touch, you can feel the warmth of the parent by the kid, and the parent can feel the warmth of their kids. We think that Together is really connected to isolating loneliness because it brings connection even though there is no physical connection. They're far away from each other, but they can feel connected by just a touch and a warmth feeling. Now we can go to our third and last signal of... Here we are at our last signal of our trend tour. This game, it's called Joy, designed by Liam Simesma. She wanted to delete the barriers between kids who can see and kids who cannot see. In fact, this game mainly focused on the sense of touch and sound, as you can hear, instead of the vision of it. This signal relates with isolated loneliness because it eliminates the barriers between people and kids that can see and kids who cannot see. So the kid that cannot see would not feel isolated and different. I think we're done with all the three trends. Now we can go back to the stand and wrap it up. Thank you so much for following our trend tours, and we hope that you understood our 3 trends: isolating loneliness, spice up the cleanup, and peaceful escape, and we hope that you learned something new too. If you have further questions, you can contact us, and if you want to know something new, you can go on our website. Thank you again so much, and bye!